Introduction by Bernii. The most exciting revelation of this book is the simple power of making a connection. Somehow, so many of us learn to be married, raise a family, run a classroom, and live our lives without mastering the tools required to form, nurture, and protect healthy relational connections. The power of the connection between a teacher and a student is life-changing. I can speak of this power firsthand. Back in the 1900s, when I was a child, October of 1978 to be more specific, I was sitting in an algebra class wrestling between pushing into solving for x and completely checking out in my discouragement and frustration. My teacher, Les Dunch, leaned over next to me and checked in on my lack of progress. I hated school, but I liked this teacher. He helped me get going again and then said something that would change my life. A little background on the student Mr. Dunch was talking to. I left home at age 16. I lived with my girlfriend my last 2 years of high school. My high school GPA was 0.865. I took 3 local college night classes my senior year to meet the graduation requirements. I am the first in my family to graduate high school. All of my closest friends dropped out of high school. I don't know how much Mr. Dunch knew about these realities in my life, but unexpectedly, he leaned into the connection he'd been building with me, a perpetually failing student, and said, "I see something special in you, Bernii. You are going to do things that will surprise the world one day. I can feel it. I hope you see it one day because it is real." I felt a smile come across my face. I could sense the heat in my cheeks as I blushed. I wanted to believe what he was saying, but I couldn't yet see what he could see. Yet in that moment, Mr. Dunch reached into my life and flipped on a switch connected to hope. It took me 7 more years to finish my Master of Social Work degree with an emphasis on marriage and family. I finished that journey with a wife, 3 children, a full-time job as a social worker, earning a GPA of 3.75. The week my degree arrived in the mail, I drove to my hometown about an hour away, went to my high school and found Mr. Dunch. I handed him the envelope and watched his face. He tipped his head with curiosity, pulled the diploma out of the envelope and held it. Then he looked at me, his eyes welling with tears, and reached out for a hug. While in the embrace, he whispered in my ear, "I told you you had something special in there, Bernii. I'm glad you found it." I had indeed changed my stars in no small part thanks to what Mr. Dunch poured into my young life. When a teacher creates a control and punishment culture in their classroom in an effort to find some sense of order so they can do their job, they often lose the joy that led them into the path to become a teacher in the first place. They diverge from the goal of becoming someone to look up to, a trusted guide into the joys and challenges of learning, and instead become caught into cycles of power struggles and disconnected relationships. Loving our students on purpose is both a map and a toolbox. It's a map that shows the why and where of getting to a loving, connected classroom culture, and a toolbox to show you how to get there. Among these tools is the application of neuroscience and psychotherapy, which shift old paradigms and shines hope toward new frontiers of successful learning. The effects of social, family, and institutional breakdown are no longer as powerful and discouraging because we can see that we still have the ability to meet the deepest need of people who are in our room, despite these setbacks and deficits. Understanding the design of our brains to form connections and to learn in the safety provided by connection guides us in how to inspire our students to learn, grow, and reach their potential. With the right tools and the right goal, teachers are poised to change a student's life like few forces on the planet. This book is a healing process in the right hands. I'm glad that you found this tool that will help you create a classroom that you want to be in and a place that creates learning in the most effective ways imaginable. Bernii, Master of Social Work, author of Keep Your Love On, founder of Loving on Purpose.